PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
I'm James Spann. This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Monday, the 10th of August. Back in the saddle again after a week off. Thanks to Brian Peters for covering these last week. And let's get right to it. We'll take a look out the window this morning with some of the Skycam images at the ridiculous hour of 5 o'clock. That's the Jasper view coming from downtown Jasper. Across the street there from the King Building is the Walker County Courthouse. There's a look at the Tennessee River as seen from the Skycam up in Decatur. And from Inverness in North Shelby County, looking down on Highway 280. Not too many people out there at 5 o'clock, but traffic will be picking up later this week, and especially later this week with school beginning for many districts by midweek. Well, we'll start with the big picture, and we've got the ridge in place across the southern states, an active northern branch, and the shortwave there over the Dakotas is expected to beat down that ridge and perhaps giving us an increase in rain activity as the week progresses, especially tomorrow and Wednesday. There's the convective outlook for today. Got a slight risk of severe weather along a southward moving boundary from near Denver all the way over to Philadelphia, and that includes cities like Wichita, Kansas City, St. Louis, Indianapolis. Tomorrow, a slight risk, basically on the same boundary, and they've got it segmented there into 3 spots. We've got one slight risk just north of us. And again, Wednesday, that boundary will be sagging down in here. But obviously in August, the chance of organized severe weather will be relatively small here at midweek. Tropical weather. Hey, we've got some action out here. Finally, things are beginning to pulse up in the Atlantic Basin. Pretty good-looking wave coming off the coast of Africa. Here's a satellite shot, and you can see that it's got a central dense overcast. There's some chance this could develop into a tropical depression later as it encounters warmer sea surface temperatures. One of the reasons we haven't had a lot of action out there is the Sahara dust layer, the Sahara air layer, and all of the orange shade. It's very dry air from the African deserts, and looks like this one, if it stays south of there, could develop. We'll see. I'll note that dust around the Bahamas as well. That could be an inhibiting factor down the line, but in the short term, here's the modeling. And the models tend to be all over the board. You've got some that want to recurve it, including the BAM Deep. Others want to bring it on a farther low-latitude track, and that could perhaps lead to some possibility of development. So it's really too early to call whether this will be a recurving storm or one that will try to make it across the big pond and maybe threaten the Lesser Antilles or the United States. We'll see a long, long way out there. And we'll take a look at the GFS here and see what it does with it later. This is at 1 o'clock today, the OZ GFS. And you can see the ridge firmly in place down here. Active westerlies north of us. And still, we've got a pretty good-looking plume of moisture up through here. So that looks like a chance of scattered showers and storms statewide this afternoon. Pretty typical for August. The chance of any one spot getting wet today would be about 1 in 3. Tomorrow, the shortwave begins to beat the ridge down. And there's the surface chart. Still looks fairly moist. So again, we'll have showers and storms primarily tomorrow afternoon. And look at midweek on Wednesday. The trough is replaced, or the ridge is replaced by a trough over the east. And that's going to drive a surface boundary down this way. Wednesday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it's got the boundary near the Alabama-Tennessee border. And that would suggest a pretty good chance of showers and storms. And we could see some storms Tuesday night, even Wednesday morning in there. So that could be the day this week with the best chance of rain. Now, Thursday, the GFS tries to push a surface boundary to near Clanton. And if this is right, the northern half of the state would be bone dry. But we all know that fronts don't come through here that often in August. But then again, they have been doing it this year with that persistent mean eastern trough. So for the moment, I think the best course of action is to leave in a risk of showers and storms. Thursday, we'll say most likely south of Birmingham. And then Friday, the front is just stopped near Clanton. And again, if this is right, the northern half would be dry. The southern half would be relatively wet. Let's look at the midday run. Again, coming off a 10-day vacation here, I've not looked at weather a lot. And again, I think for Thursday and Friday, the best chance of showers and storms in our forecast should be south of Birmingham. Whether it's totally dry from Birmingham north, it remains to be seen. We'll just see. And then Saturday, starting off the weekend, the front dissipates, the moisture comes back, so that would suggest a chance of showers and storms. And the same thing on Sunday, the whole state back in moist air. And a week from today, we've got pretty standard-looking August weather. A 588 flat ridge, not a 594, but a 588, and that would suggest a chance of scattered, mainly afternoon showers and storms in a very moist air mass. Now, let's go 4 days down the line. August 22nd, look what the GFS does with that tropical wave that's off the coast of Africa now. By golly, it's off the east coast of Florida. And again, notice there's a mean trough over the east, and no strong ridging, and more than likely, if by chance this is right, there's a big if, we all know this could change in a heartbeat, but that would begin to turn that thing north, and you can see a pretty formidable tropical system just east of Cocoa Beach, Florida on August 22nd. We'll just kind of go out 24 hours at a time. August 23rd, the system deepens as it moves north, due east of Cape Fear, and on the 24th, that thing is awfully close to Long Island, New York City. Oh, boy, we'll see. And again, look, remember, this will radically be different when we look at the next model run. We all know that. This is just one idea. And we're not saying this is going to happen. And on the 25th, the end of the forecast period, we've got very active westerlies just north of here. And down below that, that looks pretty dry. But again, all of this could change in a heartbeat, as we all know. But interesting to watch the tropics come to life here at mid-month. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this morning. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video by 3:30 or so today here. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.